everybody, and welcome to Polettirosa Homestead. Today, I have to make more of my kombucha. So I thought, let's do a video and show you how to do it. So, you'll need a few ingredients. You're going to need a gallon of water. It can't be tap water because the chlorine and the minerals that are in that water. So I went out and got some crystal clear, natural Alpine spring water. It's got no chlorine, no nothing in it. So you need a gallon of that. You need a cup of sugar. It must be pure sugar. It can't be the stevia or anything else. It must be the pure sugar. 6 black tea bags. You need a cup of kombucha that's already made, pre-made, that it was from previous ones. And you need what's called a Scoby. Right there is a Scoby. It is live, so that's what you need. To let you know, for anybody who's watching who is in the Wise County, Virginia area, or you can always go to Facebook Marketplace or go online and get one. But currently, I have a whole bunch of Scobies because every time you make one, it creates another, what's called mother, and this is a mother. So I have got a hotel that's got a whole bunch of Scobies in it. So online, I do it very cheaply, but I've got a Scoby for $1. Typically, you can get them anywhere from $1 up to $9.99. That's how I first started. I got mine online for $9.99. So, and with it, whenever you order one, whether it be from me or anybody else, it will come with about a cup of kombucha. You would not want to drink this right now. This is very, very strong. It's more vinegar than anything else. So that's what you want to start out with. Very easy, nothing big. And you will need your pot. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a gallon of tea. What I'm going to do is I just want to make enough for the tea to steep. So I'm going to use less than half a gallon of the water. And you want to put your sugar in it. Sugar is what keeps the Scoby alive. It feeds off that sugar. And the reason why I'm not using this full gallon is because after the tea has steeped, you need to cool it down. Because if you put that Scoby in that hot boiling water, it's going to die. Just like if you put your body into hot scalding water, it's going to burn your skin and you could die from it. So you don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the tea, and you can use anything, any brand of tea, but it must be black tea, or if you want to make it green tea. I don't make green tea. I'm not really into the green tea. So you can use any kind. Just make sure it's not orange peyote or anything like that. I'm just using Great Value black tea. And as you can see, it just says black tea. And just get all your tea bags. Take off I always take off the paper top and I tie them together. And I steep my tea. So after my tea is steeped, I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, in case you're wondering what my Scoby Hotel looks like, here's what my Scoby Hotel looks like. Look at all them Scobies in there. And like I said, Scobies are live. It's live bacteria. So just like we need to breathe, they need to breathe. So I had to put a paper towel on top because the fruit flies love it. So if you want to catch some fruit flies, just put a small little jar out of kombucha, leave it, and you'll have a bunch of little fruit flies in it. Okay, now, my tea is ready. So I want to pick up the tea bags. And I got a spoon here to make this easier. Let me show you something I got at the Restore, which is Habitat for Humanity. I just thought about that. Look at this thing. They didn't know what it was used for. I think it's potatoes or tomatoes. I use it sometimes for my kombucha. I'll take the tea bags, put them in there, put the lever down, and I get all of the water out of the tea bags. Nice, easy way. So I have my water, and as you can see hopefully the steam coming out of it. And like I said, it's too hot right now to turn around and put a Scoby in it. So all I'm going to do is pour this remaining water in it. And let it cool down a little bit. What you want to be able to do is make sure your hands are clean. Mine are clean. Make sure you can put your finger in it, just like baby food. You know, when you heat it up, same thing. Put your finger in the water. If it's lukewarm, it's good. If it's hot, it's no good. It's not cool yet. So as soon as this cools down, I'll show you where I put my kombucha, how I put my Scoby in, and everything. It's not going to be a really long video. So I'll be back. Okay, and here are the final touches. You are going to need a glass jug to put it in. It must be in glass, not plastic. And I have one that has a spigot on it, as you can see. And then right here, I don't know if you could tell, I have a temperature stick. And it will tell you what the temperature is for your kombucha that's inside your glass container. You want to keep it anywhere between 70 and no hotter than about 85 degrees. So, what I did, because I don't want the fruit flies, is my cup of pre-done kombucha. I have it with a paper towel on top and an elastic band around it. And I have my Scoby in the dish that I originally showed you, and I just put a glass top on it because I don't want the fruit flies on that. So basically all I'm going to do is pour the kombucha into here. And this should make about 1 gallon. My container is 1.5 gallons. But that leaves me room. My first one was about 1 gallon, and I used to have to take some kombucha out of it, which is not a problem once you get going, because that way you can feed your other Scobys. But in the beginning, when I first made it, I didn't know what to do. I said, if I'm making a glass of water, I've got a cup of kombucha that was made previously, and then you put your Scoby in, it was floating over the top. Another thing I want to tell you is you can't go to Walmart and buy pre-made kombucha and use it to start kombucha because it's been flavored. what it is you can do a 2 fermentation step. Step 1 is what I'm doing right here. You're making the kombucha. Once this kombucha is done right here, meaning I put the Scoby in and I put the pre-made kombucha, I put it in here, you have to wait approximately 7 to 10 days. In the summer, it's going to take sometimes a little bit less. It's up to you. You have to taste it and see where you like it. So after, we'll say the 7 days is up, you like the taste of your kombucha, you can do what's called a second fermentation. What the second fermentation is now you can add flavor if you don't want just tea. You can add strawberries, you could add honey, you can add anything you'd like to it for the taste. When you go to Walmart and you purchase, I'm telling you, it's a small 16-ounce bottle and it's went through its second fermentation because they added flavor to it. That one 16-ounce bottle is like $4.99. That's expensive. Here you're making it for not a lot of money whatsoever. So at home you can go through the second fermentation, which all you do is you add your flavor to it. I've done ginger. Ginger's great. Ginger and lemon, very healthy for you. I've done strawberries. I've done apples. Apples. Put fresh apples in here, apple slices. Oh, it is so good. You can do whatever you would like. Then you cover it up again for 4 to 5 days. And you put it into a sealed bottle. And the reason why that is sealed where this is not is because you're not, in your second fermentation cycle, you're not having a Scoby in it. Scoby needs to breathe. Second fermentation, no Scoby, it doesn't need to breathe. So if you put it into an airtight bottle, a mason jar or another jar that's got that metal hook on top, that will create fermentation. It will create bubbles. So you'll get a taste of like a soda. So it's got the carbonation in it. This, you're not doing it. So after I put my kombucha in it, you take your pre-made kombucha, take your Scoby, put your Scoby in there, and cover it up. I take the paper towel that I had, put it along the top, and this is just a nice breathable fabric somebody made for me. Put it on the top, put a rubber band around it, and you're done. I just let it sit there for whatever time I'm going to let it sit there for. My glass is leaking here. There it goes. And you're ready to drink it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll be glad to help you in any way I can. I do have a recipe book that my daughter got me for Christmas a couple years ago. It's the book of kombucha. It tells you everything about making kombucha. So I can go to it and find answers. Well, have a great day, and thank you for visiting Polettirosa Homestead. Have a great day again.